welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Don't.
So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the air, it's Russell. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. It's caught.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee.
Nice drive.
Will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will try to get something
Get off
started
the
with
field.
their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverage
fall with her.
to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
The Cougars are on the move. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Oh.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Tight spin.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
Get more
Gonna swing
efficient.
it on 2nd down. And the
Fumble the
rush will
ball.
get through him at the 25.
You see guns crazy.
Defense, you get to play outside linebacker. It's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job.
Makes the catch. He gets it
Who
in.
the freak is my
Touchdown,
cover?
Washington State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. With the catch, it's Horton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Willie putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. to shoot. Quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
Here we go.
Going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Young. No, he made him miss again. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught, close to the marker, it's Young. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make the
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get...
There he goes! He'll work his way down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Ellison. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nope.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on.
That was my
Ridden
fault.
out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Freeman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 40. They put on the heat and they blocked it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there. Looking to throw, it's Russell.
Hands incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's hand.
Did that by bringing them back.
Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody, blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working.
Defense, one more go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. How about this? It's out of bounds. The 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left side. Off to the races. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown time.
And man, what a game-changing tight play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with.
Right,
what an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Washington State has it back and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. The short hands, it's Ellison. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Got it.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Got his man quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Washington State has it all working right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And that completion good for a short game.
What up?
They still have some work to do to pick up the first
What
down.
up?
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Kitchens. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Okay, De Niro, what up?
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Ron gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
How's your night? How's your weekend
That's a
going?
good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Watching any game today?
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
I checked the user list.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with
Check the
3.
user list. That's what happens. I see the viewers
Let's not say they
numbers change, and I just click on user list.
Tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they'll take a knee. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
That's what she wrote, folks.
Stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too,
Yeah,
because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's crazy. We both had 16. Wow. Even. That's crazy. I didn't have 2. A lot of games still. Who's next? Baylor. Baylor next, and back-to-back user games. All right, we could.